Good Sunday morning.
Good morning.
Glad you're here.
We are glad you're here.
This is our first ever episode of Cartersville Live.
And I'm happy you found us.
Are you nervous?
No. Are you?
A little bit. I mean, it's weird being on this side of the camera. We're two ex-radio guys. We're used to hiding in a radio station and nobody looks at us but talking into a mic. And that's easy. You know what I mean? Just nobody staring at you, but being in front of a camera to me is just not the most natural thing in the world.
I like it.
Do you like it?
I do like it.
I think I'll get used to it. So Chuck, how would you describe what is Cartersville Live?
Cartersville Live, we're going to focus on the small town life in Georgia.
I'm going to focus on small town life pretty much around Bartow County. That's where I live, and I'm one of these, and a lot of y'all like this, where you just can't go with, you'll stay within 20 miles of where you live. That's me.
And I'm going to travel around everywhere the show is seen and bring you some interesting stories from some interesting people.
Our first story this morning is, Chuck, do you carry a gun?
Not yet.
So you're going to carry a gun?
I am going to carry a gun.
You don't have a concealed permit yet?
Not yet.
Me either. But everybody I know has a concealed permit and they're carrying a gun. I mean, everybody. I pretty much, and I'm just thinking, I'm going to start carrying a gun. Can't make up my mind, but I want to know what the rules, I want to know what the regulations. So I went and I talked to the sheriff of Bartow County, and I just asked him a few questions about what you can and cannot do. Here's the sheriff. The sheriff of Bartow County, Clark Millsap. Good to see you, Sheriff.
Good morning, David. How are you?
Good. Congratulations in the primaries.
Thank you very much. We were blessed. We did good.
How long have you been the sheriff?
I'm in my 16th year, and after we go and vote for ourselves in November, we'll be 4 more years, so it'll be 20.
County in good shape?
County's in good shape. As far as law enforcement goes, we're a little short-handed. We're hiring right now, so if you know anybody that doesn't have a criminal record and wants a job, just send them to see me, because we're hiring into the jail. If you've got road experience, we'll look at you and maybe hire you straight to the road. Things are going well. We've got some good applications now. Commissioner Taylor, when he bumped up the starting pay for the deputies, it really helped us as far as our recruiting stuff goes.
I wanted to ask you about concealed weapons permit.
Okay.
What are the rules on it? Can anybody get one?
You can go to the probate judge's office. It's a one-stop shop. You go there and they fingerprint you and they take all your information, run your background check, and send it off to the state, and the feds will do a background check too. If you're not a convicted felon, you're eligible to get a carry permit, and it's my advice for everybody that doesn't have one to go get one.
Now, if I can buy a gun, does that guarantee me being able to get a concealed weapon permit?
No, not necessarily. You can buy a gun if you had a dishonorable discharge from the military, or if you've been convicted of family violence and it was a bad situation. You could possibly be turned down for your concealed carry permit. You could possibly also be turned down to buy a handgun. Now, if you don't have a concealed carry permit and you go and try to purchase a handgun, you may be approved to purchase it, but you will have the waiting period while they do all the checks and all the balances and things like that now. And you can get a shotgun or a long gun the same day. Now, if you have a concealed permit and you go to an establishment that sells firearms, with your concealed permit and your driver's license, you'll be able to walk out the door with a handgun that day. So my advice is, I'm a Second Amendment advocate. I'm a firm believer in our Constitution and our Second Amendment. I defend it till the day I die. I want everybody who can legally own a handgun and have a carry permit to please go and purchase a firearm. Protect yourself and your family.
I'm hearing different things on the internet or on Facebook about concealed weapons, and if you're pulled over by a police officer, and how to handle that. How do you handle that?
Well, see, here's the thing about carrying in your vehicle. You do not have to have a carry permit to carry a firearm in your car. It's like they consider it an extension of your home. Now, there are some rules to carrying a firearm in your car. If you have it in plain view, that's legal. But you need to remember the two-step rule. If it takes you one step of opening the glove box and reaching in and getting your gun, that's step number 2. Two-step rule unless you have it in plain view. You cannot have it under the seat. You cannot have it in the pocket of the door. That's against the rules. Now, if you're pulled over and you have a firearm in plain view, my advice to you is keep both hands on the wheel, and when the officer steps up, say, "Officer, I'm here, I have a concealed permit, I have a firearm right here on the seat beside me. That way the officer, you've established a little trust right there off the bat, because that officer doesn't know who's he's approaching, doesn't know who he's pulled over other than what he gets back on the tag that he was called in. He'll know who you are from the call or the tag, or who owns the car. But my advice is, if you've got a firearm in the vehicle and you legally got it there, go ahead and tell that officer. That establishes that little moment of trust. Lets that officer back up a little bit, because he's not so wary anymore, because he knows there's a firearm in the car, but he knows you're not going to reach and get it.
So it's my choice whether I do.
It's your choice. Yeah, it is. I mean, you don't have to, but if it's in plain view on the seat beside you, and the officer sees it, and you don't go ahead and tell him, it's probably going to cause a little tension right there, just for a few minutes.
Okay, with a concealed weapon permit, when can I pull the gun out?
Can you pull it out?
When can I, if I'm in a, when can I pull it out and actually draw it?
Are you talking about in defense of yourself?
Well, let's say I'm in a convenience store and it's being robbed, or I'm just in a, I don't know. So when can you, legally, when can you pull it out?
If there is a felony in progress, or you feel threatened in any way, you have the right under the Constitution to pull your weapon any time. Now, you know, I don't need a bunch of cowboys running around here in Bartow County, and because, you know, I want everybody to get along. I want us all to work together to be safe. But if you're stopping a felony in progress, then you have every right under the Constitution to do that. But I don't want to get into a situation where everybody starts waving pistols around all over the place. You know, if you're going to carry your weapon, carry it legally, be safe with it. I want everybody to be trained in how to carry a firearm and when to pull it and things like that. That's why we offer Citizens Firing Range today. As a matter of fact, we got one coming up on the 13th. It's already full. So if people will keep up on our website and our Facebook page, we're starting back this fall with our Citizens Firing Range today. You come to the firing range, you get 2 hours worth of classroom, you get the active shooter. If you bring your weapon, we'll show you how to take it apart, we'll show you how to put it back together, we'll show you how to load it, we'll show you how to clean it, and we'll let you shoot till you don't want to shoot anymore. If you don't have a firearm, you're thinking about purchasing one, we'll let you shoot ours. You can shoot our handguns, you can shoot our shotguns, you can shoot everything that we've got. Well, I'm not going to let you shoot our automatic weapons. I mean, that'd be kind of crazy on my part, but I want people to be trained with them. That way you'll know, because you'll get the same training that law enforcement people go. So you will know when you can pull your pistol and when you can't.
Everybody, it's the Sheriff of Bartow County, Clark Millsap. Thank you very much.
Thank you, David.
Hello, this is Dean Lewis, Old Car City, USA, White, Georgia. We have photographers here from all over the world. We got them today from, I don't know where all. Every continent we believe has been here, and probably every state. We didn't keep up the states, we did the countries. We have them, had them this week from Germany, England, Norway, and maybe another or two, I can't remember, and then a lot of states. Come on up to Old Car City, USA.
Hey, I'm Charlie Rich. I want to thank the people of Bartow County for making Goodyear Grassdale Road the success that it is. Come down and say hello to my manager, Clay Nally, a lifetime resident of Bartow County. I've been with Goodyear for 26 years, service you can trust. Come see Clay and Charlie, Goodyear Grassdale Road, 770-334-8977. Goodyear Grassdale Road, 770-334-8977. We treat people right.
You know, everybody up here in Cartersville is very excited. You know why?
Why?
We got a Kroger coming in.
No.
For real. No, we've had a Kroger, but we've got a super Kroger coming in. And along with that, they're putting in like 3 or 4 new restaurants. So that's a big deal up here.
Really?
Oh man, when the Dunkin' Donuts came to town, chat rooms, I mean Facebook, people just, I can't wait. And just, I mean, people talking about it. And there was a line going around. I mean, a line, when Dunkin' Donuts opened, you couldn't get close to Dunkin' Donuts because that's a big deal up here. That's a real big deal. So now we're getting the Super Kroger, and people are just all excited up here in Bartow County.
Exciting small town life.
Oh, it is. It's just, it's a big deal. Now Dunkin' Donuts, there's no line at all. I can walk right in there. It's just nothing, you know. But for a few months, man, that was a big deal. Now we're getting Super Kroger. Thought I'd share that with you guys. We're very excited up here in Bartow County. Chuck went out to Helen, Georgia. Why'd you go to Helen for?
Well, let me explain a little bit about what I'm going to do. I'm going to be traveling around small towns, North Georgia, south of Atlanta, wherever. Find some interesting people, interesting places. And I've been to Helen a few times, and it's a beautiful destination, and it's a very scenic drive. It's a lot of fun. It's a good day trip. And I always see mining for gold, mining for gems, and I'm wondering, you know, do they ever have any luck up there?
Do they ever have any luck?
Well, watch this story and check it out. All right, on our small town tour, we're here with Chad Jackson up in Helen, Georgia at the Outpost Gold and Mine. Chad, tell us a little bit about what goes on here.
We have gem mining, gold panning. We also have people that break geodes here.
Now, we're watching a gentleman break a geode right now. Tell us a little bit about that. What is that?
Well, geodes are rocks that have quartz. They have smoky quartz, amethyst in the side. The ones we have quartz crystal on the inside.
Okay. When did gold mining start?
Gold mining, the first gold rush in the United States was here in Georgia in 1828. And the first gold discovery was on Dukes Creek.
So here people come and they what are they doing while we're watching right now?
Well, all these people are gem mining.
Gem mining.
Yeah, they're looking for different gems, sapphire rubies, emeralds, quartz crystal, different jaspers, amethysts, citrine, stuff like that.
Any success stories you can share with us?
This time last year I cut a ruby. It was 7 carats for a man. It was valued at $600.
And if someone wants to participate, is this done by the hour?
It's done by the bucket.
Done by the bucket. Now what does that mean?
We have different size buckets. Our gem buckets are our most common ones, and we have 2 different sizes with them. Those are 12 and 22, and you pick your bucket out and you get you a screen and you shovel into the screen and you shake all the sand out. Then you pick your gems out.
Okay. See, I've never participated in something like this, so this is totally foreign to me. So how long have you been doing this?
Well, my family's been in the mining business over 50 years. We've been open for the public since '81, and I grew up in this business.
Okay. And if people want to find you, how do they find you?
They can find me on the web at Outpost Golden Gem, outpostgoldengem.com.
Okay.
Or in Helen, Georgia.
Right. Chad, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Located just an hour and a half northeast of Atlanta, Helen, Georgia is a recreation of a Bavarian village. It offers a wide assortment of shops featuring unique gifts you won't find anywhere else. Conveniently located near Unicoi State Park and local wineries, Helen is a perfect destination for all things in and outdoors. Beautiful walking, hiking trails, and waterfalls make up the landscape of this beautiful North Georgia town. When visiting Helen, thousands of visitors each year choose the Helendorf for their lodging. The Helendorf is the perfect place to stay as it is right in the middle of everything happening in Helen. Located right on downtown Main Street, you will find many restaurants and shops. And if the nightlife is your thing, live music and an ice-cold adult beverage are all within walking distance. If you're looking for a lazy day, sit on the balcony overlooking the upper Chattahoochee River and watch as the tourists make their way down the river. Beautiful rooms, an indoor pool, and the best location, the Helendorf has it all. Call and reserve your much-needed getaway today. Call 706-878-2271 or visit them on the web at helendorf.com. And hey, tell them Chuck from Cartersville Live sent you.
Hey, I'm Tim. Welcome to Treasure Chest Outlet, located in Cartersville, Georgia. Come on in, let me show you around, show you what we have. We have area rugs starting at $79. We have sofas, recliners. Recliners start at $249. We have dining room tables. We have a lot of used furniture that we take in on consignment. Come on in and check us out. We have statuary for your yard. We have a huge selection of that. Come in, you may find a bird bath that you want to take home. Cartersville, Georgia. Come visit us. Check us out on Facebook.
This is our website address.
Right here at the bottom of the screen.
Right here. Here's the website, Cartersville Live. Chuck's the editor here. I hope you're scattering this throughout the show. Are you doing that, Chuck?
Yes, I am.
So people will see Cartersville Live. And we encourage you to send us an email. We do. We encourage you. Why, Chuck, would somebody want to send us an email?
Well, I would like a geographical location. We want to know where our viewers are. You're in Alpharetta, Roswell, Dahlonega, wherever you may be on this Sunday morning. Let us know.
I'd find that just interesting.
Yes.
Somebody just wherever and say, I'm here. I'd like, oh, that's cool. That is so neat. So we'd also like you to send an email if you have a suggestion. Maybe you have an event coming up and you'd like us to come out, or you'd like Chuck to come out and cover your event and create a little story around it and put it on Cartersville Live. That would be great.
It would be great.
But you want to do that on Saturday or Sunday.
Saturday or Sunday. I do not want to be in the interstate system Monday through Friday, and I like my burgers well done.
Yeah. If there's food, if there's food, barbecue, whatever, no doubt about it, right? But yeah, events, I love the events. But I'm going to stay north up in this area. I'll stay pretty much in this area, but you'll go down to Henry County. We're in Winder. You'll go anywhere. Right. Saturday or Sunday, if you have some big event coming up, or it's just some event, and you'd like a little coverage, we'll more than, and also we'll announce it. If you got something coming up, we'll announce it for you. Let us know. That's what this email's for. That's what our website is for.
And send us an email. Let us know where the best flea markets are. I love flea markets.
Do you really?
I do. I would travel 40 miles to go to a good flea market.
What do you buy it? Like what?
Oh my gosh, you can buy anything. There's some flea markets you can actually buy a horse.
You like flea markets?
Yes.
What about yard sales? Do you stop at yard sales too, or is it just flea market? In the flea market and yard sale pretty much the same thing?
Flea market is probably 100 yard sales all at one time.
Okay, so it's all there. So you won't necessarily stop at a yard sale, but you'll stop at a flea market. Right.
Unless I'm driving by and I see I'm an electronics gadgets guy. If I see some electronics.
Do you buy skillets? I know somebody who goes to the flea markets. When they see the skillet, they'll say, "I'll beat up," and I've seen a skillet that's the ugliest thing I've ever seen, and they'll buy it for $2. When they're through with it and they clean it, it's black, the cleanest. It looks like you could sell it for $50.
It's brand new.
It's brand new. They season it and they do all this, but if they go to a flea market, they buy the skillets, $2, $3, $1, and when they're done, when they're through with it, it's a work of art.
Now, do they do this for the sole purpose of reselling it?
No, they do it for themselves. They can't pass up a skillet. And I saw this person bring home like 4 skillets. 4 skillets, the ugliest things out there. I'd never eat off that. I would never eat. When they were done with it, I was ready to buy one from them. It was art. It was beautiful.
So they have a collection.
Yes, collection of skillets. They cannot pass up a skillet at a yard sale.
Interesting.
You just saying that, or you really think?
No, that's interesting.
Cannot pass up a skillet. Chuck, we got to take a break.
Hi, I'm Don Weathers from 24 Bell Bottom. We're located on Xena Drive, just right down from the jail. You can't miss me with this big bright yellow building and the red trim. And there's my phone number right there. Put it in your phone. Keep me on speed dial. You never know when you're going to need me. But I guarantee you when you do, I'm going to treat you like family, and we're going to get you out of jail no matter where you're at in the state of Georgia. We have several locations, so it doesn't matter what you're charged with or where you're at, we're going to come to your rescue. We're going to get you out of that old stinky jail. You call me 770-382-2424, and we'll be there when you need us.
Through the years, farmers have worked hard to keep fresh produce on our tables. Faith and determination can go a long way. At Food Depot, we want to keep putting fresh, delicious produce on your table.
I'm Kenny, produce supervisor for Food Depot. We hand select our vegetables, always thinking of fresh. We buy locally at our state farmers market, supporting our local farmers, their families, and the environment.
Food Depot. With faith, hard work, and determination, we're making a difference.
Hey Dave, it's Jeff here at Old Car City. Behind me here is a truck stage that Dean built several years ago here at Old Car City for the purpose of entertaining speeches and speakers and even small bands for concerts. And we've had this here for a few years. It's only been used one time that I'm aware of, but I just want the world to know that we are willing to issue an invitation to both presidential candidates, Trump and Clinton, that they are welcome to come here anytime, stand on this stage and give their stump speech for election. Although that's not a stump, it's a trunk bed. They are welcome. So Dave, if you happen to run into those folks, or if anyone out there does, invite the presidential candidates to come here and give their speech and see if they can sway anyone in their direction.
You know, Chuck, among us, and you might walk by them in Walmart, you might just pass by them, they could be in their car. There are homeless people among us.
Everywhere.
But see, I can't relate to it. I don't know any homeless people. I don't see, in my little circle of people I know, I'm not around homeless people. But they're all around us. And I cannot imagine if you're in that kind of trouble, you're homeless, how do you get out of that hole and get started back? I mean, how do you get out of that hole?
It's a tough situation.
Yeah, it is. Well, I sat and I talked to a guy named John at Family Promise, and we talked about it for a few minutes. Everybody, this is John Lampley. He's with the Family Promise of Bartow County. Now tell everybody, what do you do?
I'm the Executive Director for Family Promise of Bartow County. We are a homeless and sustainability program for homeless children and their families. We provide shelter and food through local congregations to assist families out of their homeless situation and give them about 90 days to regain sustainability so that they can begin to function and be a vital part of our community again. Approximation,
How many homeless people do you think there are in Bartow County?
In Bartow County, I would venture to say that there are probably close to about 3,000 homeless people.
You talk to these people. How do they get there? I mean, are these people that have always kind of been homeless, just all, here and there, or how do they get there?
There are two types of people that fall in the homeless category. I do want to make sure that we understand that the Housing and Urban Development's definition of homeless is someone who does not have a permanent address, and so there are families who lost a job, lost a loved one. There are families who've gotten sick, and as we always say, we're just one paycheck away from being homeless. These families have experienced that. And then there are other people here in Bartow County. We have two places that they call tent cities, and there are people that are living under bridges over at Atco, and there are people that are living under bridges over off of Rockmart Highway. So it's growing. The homeless population are growing. Nonetheless, there is a very limited of low-income housing available in Bartow County.
Well, once somebody's hit rock bottom and has no money and just has no home, and how do they get out of it? How do they climb out of that hole?
Most of the time, they need a hand up. They need a hand up, and that's what we provide. We provide them a hand up out of the hole. That may come with first just a place to bathe, a place to just take a deep breath and start all over again. We here at our facility, we have 2 full-service bathrooms where families can come and men can shave and do all those things, and you can bathe and do all of that here. The other thing is getting a job. Sometimes people have a job, or maybe they don't know how to budget. We have a program called New Beginnings that teach them how to budget and get to that point. A lot of times people have overextended themselves with other things, and so when they lose those things, it's hard to try to get back. So secondly, we want to provide them with budgeting and an understanding of how to get back to housing. And sometimes people just live in housing that they really can't afford. So we want to help them to understand what's affordable housing for them and their budget, and then how to get into affordable housing.
Everybody, this is John Lampley. He's with Family Promise of Bartow County. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hey, I'm Tim. Welcome to Treasure Chest Outlet, located in Cartersville, Georgia. Come on in, let me show you around, show you what we have. We have area rugs starting at $79. We have sofas, recliners. Recliners start at $249. We have dining room tables. We have a lot of used furniture that we take in on consignment. Come on in and check us out. We have statuary for your yard. We have a huge selection of that. Come in, you may find a bird bath that you want to take home. Cartersville, Georgia. Come visit us. Check us out on Facebook.
Through the years, farmers have worked hard to keep fresh produce on our tables. Faith and determination can go a long way. At Food Depot, we want to keep putting fresh, delicious produce on your table.
I'm Kenny. produce supervisor for Food Depot. We hand select our vegetables, always thinking of fresh. We buy locally at our state farmers market, supporting our local farmers, their families, and the environment.
Food Depot. With faith, hard work, and determination, we're making a difference.
This is the part where you get to participate.
Right.
How can they participate, Chuck?
This number that you see right here is there for a reason.
Chuck, have you been following this Philadelphia Eagles player who did not stand up for the Pledge of Allegiance?
I have.
What are your thoughts on that?
My thoughts on that is that's a game where people go to escape political statements. And there's no room for a political statement in a football game, and I feel like that's what he was trying to accomplish.
And NFL's I don't know if they know what to do.
Right.
They got to put a stop to this. They can't have players at every game just making a statement.
Right.
People are there to escape and watch a football game. See the number? What do they got to do, Chuck?
Call that number. Let us know what you think.
Take up to 20, 30. How long should they take?
Whatever you need.
Whatever you need.
Well, let's be reasonable because we do want to air some of them.
Yeah, if it goes on for 6 or 7 minutes. Yeah, we can't. 20 seconds would be great. 30 seconds would be great, I think.
Right.
We're going to put them together. We're going to air them next week. And each week we're going to have a question like this. So what is your opinion of this guy who did not, we don't even want to say his name.
Right.
I just don't approve. I don't like the guy. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. So call this number right here. Leave an opinion.
Located just an hour and a half northeast of Atlanta, Helen, Georgia is a recreation of a Bavarian village. It offers a wide assortment of shops featuring unique gifts you won't find anywhere else. Conveniently located near Unicoi State Park and local wineries, Helen is a perfect destination for all things in and outdoors. Beautiful walking, hiking trails, and waterfalls make up the landscape of this beautiful North Georgia town. When visiting Helen, thousands of visitors each year choose the Helendorf for their lodging. The Helendorf is the perfect place to stay as it is right in the middle of everything happening in Helen. Located right on downtown Main Street, you will find many restaurants and shops. And if the nightlife is your thing, live music and an ice-cold adult beverage are all within walking distance. If you're looking for a lazy day, sit on the balcony overlooking the upper Chattahoochee River and watch as the tourists make their way down the river. Beautiful rooms, an indoor pool, and the best location, the Helendorf has it all. Call and reserve your much-needed getaway today. Call 706-878-2271 or visit them on the web at helendorf.com. And hey, tell them Chuck from Cartersville Live sent you.
This is our first episode of Cartersville Live coming to a conclusion.
And we'll be back next Sunday to do it again.
I've had a good time.
Had a great time.
Chuck, if you could get anything out of this show, what would it be?
I'd like to get a response from the viewers out there, some emails.
Yes. So here's the website address. Just go to the website, send us an email. Send it to David at CartersvilleLive.com or send it to Chuck at CartersvilleLive.com, and we will respond.
Yes.
But I'd like some creative thought. Give us some ideas of some segments to do, maybe some places to show up on the weekend if some neat stuff going on. That's what I would like.
Yeah, you may be one of those folks out there who says, man, I wished everybody knew about this.
That is what I would like. I would love, that'd make our job so much easier if we had that. So
right.
We're counting on you. Chuck, we got to go.
See you.
See you.